Hi guys, Andy here. This year I was given an iPad by work to use at work and at home, and one of the things that frustrated me is that Apple obviously used their own proprietary connector. Is it the Lightning connector, I believe? I mean, it's nice and small and it fits either way around, so it's it's a nice connector, but everything else in the entire world obviously uses USB or in this case micro USB for sort of phones and other devices. So it's quite frustrating that I've got to have two separate cables. But then recently I've been sent this Kudos Powermax Dual, which in theory eliminates the need for the two different connectors because we have the micro USB there and then we have the lightning adapter that clips onto the end. So in theory you have one cable for both devices. So let's just take a look at how this works, I suppose. So anything interesting on the box itself? 3-foot cable, 2-in-1, blah blah blah. Lightning connector, micro USB. No, nothing of too much note. Made for, and then it lists all the different devices. I guess maybe it's a little old because it doesn't actually list the iPhone 6, but compatible with smartphone. Samsung HTC, Kindle, Galaxy Note, and S. So I mean, it's a fairly standard. Well, USB is at least. Is a fairly standard thing. Now, to draft in my trusty knife. There we go. Hopefully. So empty box. Just with a cable, which is fine. We don't exactly need instructions on how to use a charging cable, do we? So it said 3 foot. I'm not sure. It's not easy for me to show you. I'm not sure that's 3 foot in total. Did it say 3 foot? I'm sure it did. Oh, well, maybe. It feels a good product. It feels quite quality, premium. It's solid, nice plastic. That was a bit of a worry, but it actually feels good. That's a nice thick connecting joint. So interestingly, micro USB is the first connector, and then the Lightning connector is the second one. With the Lightning being smaller, I might have thought that would have been the first, but I guess it doesn't really matter. And again, I know you could hear that's a nice solid connection. So I guess there's not actually that much more to look at in the box. What we'll do, I'll use it for a little while. Well, I'll test now with how many amps it lets through to my Note 4. So first of all, let's take a look at the regular sort of stock Samsung charger plugging to my Note 4. Fast charger detected. Look, straight away it jumps to 1000 milliamps, which of course is 1 amp. This surprised me a little bit. With the fast charge capability of the Note 4, I assumed it would be like 2 amps, if not more. It might be that this app isn't updated to work with the Note 4. I'm not sure. Then I've plugged the Powermax dual connector into the Samsung plug. Plug that in, and again it says fast charger detected, which is good news. That's a good start. We wait for it hopefully to register a current coming in. It should do because it's detected it's charging. There we go. So just over 800 milliamp hours, which is fine. If 1000 milliamp hours will charge over 50% in what was it, an hour, then this should do 40% in an hour, which is plenty enough for anyone, I would imagine. You're fully charged within less than 3 hours. Then let's try just swapping the connector from the Samsung plug into my iPad plug, and then we'll plug it back into the Note 4 and see what happens. Using still obviously the micro USB. Oops, just caught the app switcher there, but that's fine. We'll go back into the app, and it doesn't look like it registers. It looks like something's cutting it off. I don't know if maybe the ampage is too high, because it's an iPad. It's a tablet plug that we've plugged it into, so I guess that's a safety thing. It's cut it off. So now let's try. We're still plugged into the iPad plug. We'll connect up the Lightning connector. If I can get hold of the iPad and get the flame thing into the port, there we go. And we can then see that shows to be charging, which is good news. I don't know the current, but it is charging, look. Now let's swap it over from the iPad plug into the Samsung plug, which possibly is going to be giving low rampage. Let's see if it's enough to show the iPad as charging. And there we go. Yes, it is. So it seems like quite a handy little cable to have. It's definitely very well made. It seems like it's very good quality, so I would hope therefore it would last a good length of time. This is the Kudos Powermax Dual, which can be found on kudossound.com at $29.99. If you get yourself one, let me know how you get on with the different devices, how you find the performance, because obviously I've only really given quite a brief overview at this point, but recommend it. My name's Andy. Catch you all again soon.